Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another reaction video upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. I do thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Not only does it help you not miss an upload, but you guys are helping me and my channel grow by keeping us in the YouTube algorithm. So I do truly appreciate you guys. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep liking the videos, and keep leaving y'all comments down below. Don't miss your chance out on the next subscriber give back. But again, even if you don't want to participate in the subscriber give back, that's fine. I do just want to just let you guys know that I appreciate you guys for supporting me and supporting the channel. So thank you so much again. It is greatly and truly appreciated. All right, you guys, y'all know what time it is. What time it is. Let's get into the video. On the next episode of Beyond the Gates, Season 1, Episode 36. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So we start off this episode with Shanice and Ashley at the nurse's station, and they're looking at the schedule, and Ashley was like, whoa, Dr. Brian, whatever, I think that's his name. I think that's Doug last name, but they were saying that his schedule is booked. His schedule is packed like that. And then Shanice was like, yeah, and I don't even understand how he's handling all of it. And she was like, it's like he's on a marathon to save lives. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't want nobody else to have a chance. He taking all of the surgeries. He taking it all. And Ashley was like, do you think he can handle it? And as she was saying it, he pops up behind him and he was like, yes, of course I can handle it. And I don't know what all he said because the antenna started messing up because I guess the flights be on schedule and the flight came through, a plane came through, so it started messing up my antenna. But I know he told her, he heard them say, talking about him, and he said that, yeah, he can handle it. So then next thing you know, the elevator opened up and in come a patient on the stretcher. And y'all see that is a fireman because he got on the same outfit that Derek be having on. So Derek come in with them as well, and Derek was like, "That should have been me." He went in instead of me. He said Derek said he was doing something. He was trying to do crowd control or something like that, and then they thought that everybody was out the building. Then they heard somebody screaming for help, and he was like, the other guy ended up barging in. So if it hadn't have been the other guy, it would have been him. And so his girlfriend Ashley right there, she was like, "No, don't do that. Don't blame yourself. This is not your fault. Y'all all are firefighters and this and that and the other, and he's gonna be okay. He's in the best hands, right?" And so remember, Doug was there. I think again his name was Dr. Bryant, but I can't remember. But Doug was there, so y'all seen Doug going there back there with him. So he finna rush them back there and rush him into surgery. So then we go here. Naomi is sitting there. She's in her phone. And then in come these ladies. I'm like, where are they coming from? Like, I thought she gave this case to her soror and she wasn't working with them no more. So they come, they sit down or whatever. They tell her they really don't want her soror. They want her. Even though she already told them it's something personal that she has to step away. Like, it's like a game of tug of war with them. Like they want her, they don't want her. She want to do it, she don't want to do it. They just keep pulling back and forth, pulling. They don't know if they coming or going. So anyway, they decide that they're happy that her dad is getting rid of the perv, and that they want to accept the settlement, but they want one stipulation added in there. They want to have say so in the hiring process when it comes to women like that. So she was like, okay, well, I could just tell my soror. And she was like, well, no, we want you to represent us or whatever. And she was like, listen, I told y'all I got personal issue. They were like, but we know that you would get it done. So she was like, she'll see. She won't guarantee anything, but she'll see. So then we go here to Chelsea and Kat and their practice. At first, I was like, "What they doing? They doing a damn TikTok, y'all. They doing a TikTok, and Chelsea is trying to show Kat the dance, and Kat done tripped over her own feet. I don't know if she tripped over the foot or her feet or the rug, but she tripped, honey. It was funny. And then in come Samantha. Samantha come rushing in, and Samantha was like, "Did y'all see the latest TikTok?" And Samantha just came in there, boom, 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 bam. She just did the whole routine like it was nothing. And Kat was like, "Well, I'll be damned. I'm tripping on my feet, and my niecey poo, she got it on together, right?" So Kat asked her, she said, y'all just got out of school. How did you get here that fast? And then she gonna tell them that she quit school. And Kat was like, what? That's why Kat looking like that, because you know that's her niece, not her cousin. Samantha is her niece. So she was like, you did what? She was like, now you know my brother is not gonna be happy about that, and this and that, there and the other. But then she eventually told him that she was just joking, that she cut the last class. And Kat was like, that's not cute either. Like, you now listen, we said we'll help you do this modeling thing, but your schooling have to come first. You're not gonna be skipping school or quitting school like that. She was like, it was just an assembly, you know. She said we was in our last class. They called an assembly or whatever. So she was like, I didn't have to stick around for the assembly. She should have though, because the assembly was about her brother. But anyway, so next thing you know, we go here to Martin. He on the phone talking about talking to, I think he was talking to somebody at the school or something. I forgot who he was talking to, but he was saying something, but yeah, I handled that or whatever. Then in come walk Terrell, and Terrell said, "What have you done?" Like that, and look how they look, and they like shook it, you know. So Terrell had they that was at the assembly that Samantha skipped out on. The assembly was about Terrell. Well, they didn't say his name, but the principal was, you know, said that she was aware of this video going on and the bullying at the school, and they about to cut it out. That, you know, like she will file charges, you know, when she find out who did what and what's going really going on. So they act like they didn't know everything or whatever, and they ain't put nobody's names in it. So the dad and them was looking like, damn, you know, like we done messed up. So he was like, I told y'all I can handle this like that. And so his dad started telling him about Martin started telling him about when he was in school, how he was made fun of because, you know, he was gay, and everybody knew he was. They were like, you supposed to be a Dupree. So like they just, you know, kept making fun of him or whatever. And so he was like, and just like that, he said, you just proven to me that you didn't run, you handled the situation. Your parents didn't have to step in and you know, intervene. Why can't you let me be like you and be a man and handle my own situation? I don't need you coming in there now. Everybody gonna be thinking I'm a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Just because she didn't say who it is. Kids not dumb. They know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They know what's going on. And now I remember what they was talking about before he came in. They was talking about how social media has blown up now, and they didn't have social media like that back in their day, and how social media is like a real hindrance sometimes to, as far as bullying, you know, because it is. It's a lot of people get bullied on social media. It's unnamed people get bullied, as well as celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Celebrities, they, you know, put their life out there, but that doesn't give people the right to bully them and, you know, just to get all in their business or whatever. Now, if you put your business out there, people have the right to, you know, have their opinion about it, but they shouldn't be bullying people, you know? So it is what it is. So then we go back here, and then they concerned and they ask, and then Doug tell him that he gonna be okay. He just came out of surgery. He's stable and he's gonna be okay. So then Shanice telling Doug again, like, you need to chill, you working too much. I think you need to calm down, because he had asked her to put him on the schedule for some more surgery. And she was like, what? You like, you need to chill. He was like, I got this. I'm telling you, I got this. You know, so she was like, okay, even though you feel like you got blessed hands, your blessed hands need a rest as well. So she just being concerned. And so then Doug's wife came in, and then so Shanice asked her, like, is everything all right at home? And the lady was like, what? Like, why are you in our business? So Shanice was like, oh, my bad. I was just saying. She was like, because Doug is here all the time. And then the lady was like, yeah, I know he's, you know, always away from home. He here. And so Shanice was like, is everything okay at home? So she was like, do you think everything is okay? So she wasn't being mean to Shanice no more, but she was like, what's going on? If you think you know something that may be going on, let me know, because that I guess she want to work on her relationship with her husband, because she not being defensive no more. She's open to see what Shanice suggests about her husband and working so many hours. So they still talking about that. And then this doctor, I ain't never seen him before, but he in the background ear hustling and listening to Shanice and Doug wife talk. So I'm like, what is he gonna do? But we gonna find out in a minute, child. So then we go back here, and she was telling them about how her being a Dupree and stuff is not the first time that they've had to go through issues and nothing like that. That you know, they was with another adopted family before, and so how she had to support her brother or whatever. So she was basically letting them know she a strong girl, she can handle stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they was telling her about like the different ups and downs of modeling. That's what Kat was telling her. Kat was like, you need to take this serious or whatever. And so, not be thinking you're going to drop out of school or whatever. But again, she eventually told them she was just joking and she just missed the assembly. But they still don't want her cutting class, cutting assemblies, none of that. You need to do your work first. So they decided, what they're gonna do is, instead of her instead of them putting her out there in the modeling world or whatever, they want to just get her feet wet a little bit first. So their business that they're starting, they're gonna keep it in the family. Chelsea is, I mean, not Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea is still going to be the face of it. You know what I'm saying? All of the stuff, she's going to be the face of it for as advertising her designs and stuff like that. But they decided that they're going to use Samantha for the teen version. You know what I'm saying? So Chelsea's going to do the adult part, and then she's going to do the like the modeling and showcasing for the teen line that they're gonna be doing or whatever. And she was like, "What? Really? Y'all want me to do that?" So then they were showing her different stuff, asking her input, and she was just like, she just so happy that they're involving her with that. So now she know that they can put her face out there. They're gonna get her on social media on their things. They're gonna let her model their different things that come out. So versus them going and paying for models, they're gonna do it themselves. Chelsea and Samantha is gonna be the models for their business, for their designer business. And so she was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," or whatever. So that way they know that they're gonna make sure that she stay in school and do what she needs to do, and she not gonna be getting involved with no craziness out there with the modeling industry. So then we go back here, and Naomi is talking to the ladies. They decided they want to, I told y'all already what they want to do with the lawsuit. They want to accept the original settlement, but add that little additional piece onto it. So again, she said she'll see what she's going to do. She can't guarantee them nothing. So then this man here, I thought he was going to go in there and tell Doug that Shanice was talking to his wife about him or whatever, but he come in there, apparently he know Doug got a gambling problem, because he was telling Doug, he was like, "Man, you missing out. Have you seen the ladies?" And he was telling him about how he was doing some gambling thing online, and he won enough money to buy him a Harley, a motorcycle. So he was telling Doug he need to get back on, and Doug was like, "No, I'm not in that no more." So I was like, why is he encouraging this man to do that? And then you heard how they talking about he taking on all of this stuff at work, and they concerned, but then you come in here and you start telling him about some gambling. So who are you, and what is your motive? Like, what's your initiative? What is he getting at? I don't know, but we gonna find out, I'm sure. So Doug is a little I don't know, he got some stuff going on. Doug got anger issues, because baby, Doug phone rung one time from what I saw, and he like, "This stupid phone." That's what he did, y'all. He was just sitting up there having a regular conversation, and then he went from that to 100 real quick. "This stupid phone," and he about to throw the phone, and the man grabbed him. He was like, "Hey, calm down." I'm like, "Yeah, calm down." Like, it wasn't even that drastic. So baby, so Tyrell, he's sitting here at the in the little nook where they be eating at, because he mad at his dad's and them for intervening and saying something to the principal. Now they done had a whole assembly with the whole school, addressing certain issues. So this young lady come in, and her name is Jessica, and she is the one whose boyfriend took the picture of Tyrell and sent it to her. So she was the one that got the picture, but he sent it to other people too, and that's how it was getting around. So she sat there and she apologized. She said, "I'm sorry that my ex did that." He was like, "Ex?" She was like, "Yeah, I broke up with him. I didn't think what he did was nice." And she said, "I tried to get people to stop sharing it, but they just wouldn't. Like they just wouldn't let it go or whatever." So she said that she admired him because of the way he handled it. He walk around like it ain't nothing. He got his head held up high, and he ain't bothered by it, you know what I'm saying, like that. So she was like, she liked that about him. And then she was saying how she liked the way he played chess, and he was like, "When you see me play chess?" And she said, in some class like that, she said, "You be having that face on." And he was like, "What face?" So she started making a face. So baby, they hit it off. I was like, okay, is this gonna become his girlfriend? Cause she done broke up with old dude, and now she in there flirting with him, baby. Then they shared some French fries. I said, okay, Terrell, let's go, Terrell. Yeah, okay. Jessica is a little cutie. Come on, Terrell and Jessica. So that's when they was sitting down and they was, still having a little conversation that I just told y'all about. So I was like, okay. And then the dads at the house, they talking about they gonna transfer him. Well, that's what Martin said. And Smitty was like, "Wait, before you start saying that, you need to ask him first. Stop making these decisions without him. He know what he want and he's old enough to make his decision. So you need to see, dog, I didn't even crop this out. Y'all can see my little crystal candle holders over there, my little speakers over to the side. I thought I cropped this one out. Did I crop the rest of them out? Yep, the rest of them cropped out. This is probably the only one. That's all right. I try not to let y'all see my stuff, but that's okay. Y'all can see it. It's okay. But anyway, so he was like, "You don't need to just up and transfer him, let him make the decision." He was like, "Okay, well, yeah, we could transfer him to another public school, or they can go to a private school or whatever, right?" So then we go back here, and she walked up behind Doug and she said, "Is everything okay?" And Doug turned around because he didn't know she was there. And he was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Everything okay?" or whatever. So then they sat down and they started talking. They sat down. I don't know if I got a picture of when they sat down and started talking, but if I do, then y'all will see it and I won't go rehash this again. But they sat down and started talking. So she was like, she just wanted to make sure that he okay. And he asked her what she was doing, and she was like, "We had a date. We were supposed to go out, go eat or whatever. That's why she was there." And he was like, "Oh, he totally forgot about it or whatever." And she was like, "Are we okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, we okay," like that. So they were sitting down, and he was like, she was like, "I just, we just, you've been distant. We haven't had time." So he was like, "Listen, there's something I got to tell you," like that. So she was like, "Well, wait, let me tell you this first." And I'm like, God dang, I hate when people do that. When somebody tells you they want to tell you something, stop cutting them off to tell them what you want to say. Because if you wanted to tell them something, you would have already said that. You know what I'm saying? Let the people talk. So of course he never did get it out because she took over the conversation after she asked him if they good. You asked him a question, let him answer. Dang on it, dang nabbit. So then she was like, "Well, I know, the kids are gone and we're empty nesters and stuff don't be the same. And I haven't been the wife that I should be. And I set up all of these houses, when I show it for for people to buy, I make it look like a home, but I'm not doing that for our home. Or maybe I'm just making our home seem like it's a home when it really isn't like that." He was like, "No, no, no, dear, don't." And she was like, "Wait, let me finish. You ain't even let him start." Like, what the hell? What you talking about? Let him finish. So she went on ahead and she finished, but he never did get to tell her because somebody came in. They were like, "Hey, oh, okay, yeah, I did get a picture of that. So hold on, let's get to it." So we go here to the other hub that they be eating at, and Naomi's on the phone. She trying to reach her dad, but he's not answering the phone after she done talked to her clients to see if he's gonna do that or whatever. Well, not her clients, they're her server clients, but they still came to her. She hasn't agreed to get back on it or whatever. She told him again, "I told y'all I got personal issues as to why I can't do it or whatever." So Ashley and Derek come in. They ask her, "You good?" She was like, "Yeah, but I can't join y'all right now because I'm trying to take care of some. I'm trying to reach my dad, and he haven't been answering the calls or whatever or calling me back." So she go over to the bar. Next thing you know, here he come. He walked through the door, and then she was like, "Why haven't you been answering my call?" He was like, "Well, you said you was gonna be here." So I was like, "What better way to do it than to come see you and talk to you in person. She said, this is not personal, this is business, like that. So letting him know, like, baby, we not doing the daddy daughter thing, even though she miss her daddy, which, okay, girl, get your daddy back quick. I mean, forgive your daddy. You ain't got to deal with Haley, but go ahead, forgive your daddy. He effed up, he wrong, yes, but okay, it is what it is, especially since y'all had that bond like that, you know. So they sat down and they talked, and she told him that they wanted to add that one additional thing. He was like, what do I get out of it? I said, I know that's right. He always talking about what he get. I don't mean I know that's right, but I mean, I know you lying. That's what I meant. He always talking about what he gonna get out the situation or whatever. So she was like, shoot, you get to settle this case without going through with this lawsuit or whatever. So he went ahead and he agreed, and he told her, he said, good work, counselor, or good job, counselor, like that, like you did a good job or whatever before she left. So she felt satisfied. She felt satisfied that and he told her to draw up the paperwork and send it over, and he'll go ahead and he'll approve it for the women or whatever. So they getting the original offer they had in the beginning. So she felt good. She felt satisfied that her ladies are gonna get what they wanted, and that her daddy congratulated her as well on winning. So then we go here, and Tyrell come in, and they're telling Tyrell they want to transfer him, but they want him to talk. He was like, nope, I'm not going nowhere. And they was like, what? He was like, Dad, you didn't give up. He said, you stuck in, you did what you had to do, and people respect that for you. He was like, I'm not going nowhere. I can handle this. I told y'all from the beginning I can handle this. I told y'all not to get involved, and y'all got involved. I can handle this. And I'm like, he sure ain't going nowhere now after Jessica done came in there and be like, hey, Tyrell. Like, that's about to be his girlfriend. He ain't finna go nowhere, honey. So, oh yeah, so I did take pictures of this. So they were sitting up there talking. That's when they were talking. How she got the lipstick on her side cheek. It ain't on there on this picture, but if y'all watched it, y'all will see. Because I was like, please wipe that off. But he eventually wiped it off before she got on the elevator. And then that's when Shanice came in and said that the patient was prepped and ready. So he never did get to tell her. And she was like, but wait, what was you gonna tell me? Girl, he can't tell you now. He gotta go do this surgery. If you hadn't cut him off when he tried to tell you, then maybe he would have had a chance to tell you. He was finna tell you that he's addicted to gambling, but you thought it was about you. You know what I'm saying? And you ask him a question, but then as soon as he get ready to try to tell you, you cut him off and want to tell him this, that, there, and the other. Like, I can't stand when people do that. Like, do you want me to answer you or not? Like, at this point, I don't want to even tell you no more, because do you really want to know? Because if you really want to know, you wouldn't have cut me off to tell me what you wanted to tell me. But hey. So then we go back to Tyrell and them. It ended here or whatever when he told him that he wasn't going nowhere. He'll do and yeah, he said, cause I'm a Dupree. I was like, okay, Dupree. And then they hugged it out and everybody is happy, and it ended there, you guys. So yeah, tell me what y'all think. I know I said on the last video, y'all don't be leaving no comments down here for the Beyond the Gates, and that's cool, but I'm still say, let me know, leave y'all comments down below. One thing I do want to let y'all know, since Beyond the Gates doesn't get many views or whatever, and there's like no comments, there's no interaction with it, I'ma still react to it tomorrow, but starting next week, instead of me reacting every day, I'm just gonna react once a week. So I'ma let it play Monday through Friday, and then I'll do a review for the whole week for the 5 episodes, and I'll upload it on Saturday. So starting next week, you guys, we will not have a daily upload review of Beyond the Gates. We'll do 1 week review on Saturday. All right, you guys, like the video, share the video, leave y'all comments down below. If you have not subscribed as of yet, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye. I did my smooches last. Sorry. Smooches. Bye.